there, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's your past week been?
It's been good.
Okay. So last week when you were here, we talked about how you were coming here because you thought you had a problem with drinking and you were prepared to kind of move on from that problem and try to get over it pretty much. And so I would just like for you to tell me about the very first time that you felt like you needed to drink, or just the first time that you took a drink of alcohol. Could you tell me about that?
I guess it was about a year ago whenever I was a junior. I kind of got fed up with just my parents pressuring me all the time to do good in school, and they were just on my back all the time about making good grades and making sure I was the best at everything in sports and in academics. So my friend turned 21 and I just went with her, and that was my first time I ever drank anything, and it just seemed to help.
So you began drinking because you felt pressure from your parents and you felt like that was kind of a way to escape that pressure. Tell me about your relationship with your parents. How is that?
They think it's good, but I wouldn't say that it's really good. It's kind of strained, just because, I don't know, I feel like they're always on my back about something, and I can never really talk to them about anything because if it's not what they want to hear, then they don't really care.
Yeah. So you feel like if you tell your parents something that they don't want to hear, that they're just going to add more pressure to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's totally understandable. You also talked a little bit about like pressure with school. Well, they pressured you in the area of school. How are you doing academically?
Right now I'm doing pretty good. I make A's and B's. I used to make all A's, but I make A's and B's now, and they're kind of mad about that.
Okay. So do you think that maybe how your grades have changed from all A's to only A's and B's? Do you think that that maybe has something to do with your drinking, or do you think that's totally unrelated?
No, I think it does. So I think that I don't really study as much as I used to because I'd rather drink just to forget about it. So that's probably why I'm not doing as great.
So you started drinking about a year ago to get over some of these problems that you thought you were having. Have your drinking habits changed in the past year? You told me the first time that you started, you were just with a friend. Like, how often do you drink?
Well, now I drink about every day. I did just start out with my friend, and then just maybe 3 or 4 times a week, but within the past 6 months, it's been about every day.
Okay, so you're drinking every day, and is there a moment or a period of time in your life that you realized that your drinking went from just a couple of times a week to every day? Was there a period of time where maybe you felt more pressure, or just something that you felt like you needed alcohol?
Yeah, whenever I started volleyball season back again, I felt more pressure from my parents in that area, so that's really when I started drinking more.
So volleyball's kind of adding more pressure to you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like, well, I know you said earlier that your grades have kind of dropped since you started drinking. Do you think your performance in sports has changed any because of it?
Yeah, I'm not as focused as I used to be because I usually, when I drink during the season, it's right before a game, so I'm not as focused whenever I go out on the court.
Yeah. Well, it seems to me that you started drinking a year ago to get over some of the problems you felt like you were having, but it seems like your drinking has kind of led to more problems. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so since you have expressed that you need to stop drinking as much and you feel like it's a problem, what we're going to do is we're going to meet next week, and we are going to go over some treatment plans that we can get you involved in so that hopefully you can get over this problem and it's not going to affect your life negatively like it is now.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.